ClowdyWorld, and today, man, we're talking about Drake just having 100 GB amount of info, everything just dropping leak, and it's really awesome. And we're gonna break down everything that's going on with y'all boys right now. Like, comment, subscribe, ClowdyWorld, and let's get into it. So as we finally just got this 100 GB data release with Drake, the first thing that came up was the song Blue, Green, Red. I think this is like a really cool kind of island wine vibe, and it really reminded me a lot of kind of this entire beef that he has had or kind of still has going on with Kendrick. And that's because this type of music is like what I felt he should have also been trying to incorporate in them disses, man. I feel like he should have been trying to give that vibe of, you know, pinging his singing into it, bro, because that would actually look pretty crazy to come at him on some singing stuff too, because he even said your singing stuff sounds better. I feel like it was a very underused strength that could have really had the beef going a really interesting direction, whether it was positive or negative for Drake still or not. But Blue Green Red is a really unique song with a pretty good vibe, and I think that it's a pretty interesting leak. The second song we have is Drake It's Up featuring 21 Savage and Young Thug. I feel like the intro to this song was magical, man. I feel like this type of stuff really highlights some of the stuff that Drake really needs to bring back into his catalog of music he actually drops, which is giving them that intimate feel, bro. I feel like Drake rarely ever goes introspective anymore, man. I get it, bro, you top dog, all that stuff, but we, you know, it's human, bro. Folks want to hear what you're really talking about. I feel like he saves that for a lot of his interludes and sometimes saves it for some of those little small projects that he puts out that aren't really albums, that are just 5, 8, 10 track whatevers. But it sometimes gets annoying when you know that he can put out that level of quality and just chooses not to. And that's really given this entire leak a real breath of fresh air, man, because clearly we see that on a talent level, this man Drake has never left, and he probably won't. We see a song now with Housekeeping featuring Lotto. Now that's pretty interesting, bro, because Drake, I never thought I'd see the day where him and Lotto would do a song, not even off a talent type of thing, but just off of, I didn't see their vibes really meshing as well as it did on this song until I heard it. It's a really vibing song, bro. I rock with it. It's pretty chill. It's a little turn up thing for the girls. I enjoy it, bro. You know the girls gonna go crazy for this leak, man. You know how it always goes. But it's just crazy to see Drake really get into that leak bag and kind of get into this type of leaked project vibe, because if we think about music like that, it reminds me of that early 2000s Wayne era where the My mixtapes, the Dat Piff, he was literally dropping just to drop. He wanted his music heard. He didn't care about the label. Like, he had so much musical talent. He didn't even care about making big racks off that music, bro. He wanted to feed the streets so they could literally appreciate his musical genius, dog. And is there ego to that? Is there whatever to that? Of course, bro. But that's what comes when you want to bring your level of talent and skill set to the biggest level, bro. You need ego and a passion to fuel what you're doing. A little bit of everything always makes things go crazy, bro. And so I think that was a really cool just thing that I've been seeing lately with this entire leak footage. There's a lot of cool stuff here, and today will just be me talking about that music, talking about those expressions, and talking about what kind of sonic things that we are expecting to hear from this 100 GB of leak. So as we continue past the song with Housekeeping, we have Drake Fountains, the OG version, and I'm starting to see kind of what a lot of the gigabytes of the storage is becoming, or like what it is as a whole, because it gives you the idea that Drake has videographers, cameramen, all that stuff that you already know about, but he really has passion with it. These aren't just recorded little tapes just to be here. Everything has purpose. And I feel like even when he was making some of these songs, the mental wherewithal to actually record the process, that is such a big thing. Even in the music industry, when I do videos and projects for people, when I go in studios and I record with them, or I help them out, you know, get things situated with the audio process, a lot of them won't record these impacts of them actually making stuff. And that's why I just be saying, bro, you never know, bro. You never know what can be your next biggest hit, your next biggest song, or what could really take your career as a whole to the next level. So it makes sense that you want to, when you're Drake's level, not just capitalize, but document, appreciate, value, have some type of anchor to keep you focused on what matters and what doesn't. And seeing these videos and these pictures and all that stuff like that really gives you an idea that Drake has a lot more stuff going on than he shows us. And most people would just say he's boring or bland, but when I see stuff like this, the energy people give him, the love they showing it, you can't just say, oh, it's just Drake. There's people that are of Drake's level and caliber, people would not be this comfortable with. People would not be on that type of tip with. Not to say that they got him scared or whatever. I'm saying that people behind, you know, the stuff that we see, it really helps you humanize them. And I think Drake dropped this at a great time, because this is a whole thing where people are really trying to not just defame him or put him in, you know, a certain light, but they're bringing up his past issues. They're bringing up stuff that people looked at. They're bringing up, you know, allegations that may or may not be what they are. And when you're doing that, people need to see your truth. They need to see who you are. You can't just let people keep banging at your door, because even if you got a strong castle, bro, any building can become anything with a glass cannon. And so you need to prove to the streets, are the castle that you're in with your subjects the glass castle, or is this cannon with all these nameless, you know, accusations just a glass cannon? You have to prove that. And I'm really interested in how Drake reacted, because him showing and releasing all this footage, or it being leaked or whatever they want to say, no one cares. It just really is going to give you a chance to humanize Drake. And I feel like that was also a thing picked with these songs as well, is that these songs were very much introspective songs by Drake, which if you look at a lot of this entire beat that he had with Kendrick Lamar, a lot of the music that he dropped was not introspective. It was very, not just aggressive, but it was intentional. It was trying to get a certain reaction out of somebody, which it got that reaction, you know, wop, wop, wop. But it really elevated what was going on, rather than you getting an idea of understanding who Drake is as a person or what he's continued to have been doing. And I think stuff like that really just highlights the, you know, the place we're in with not just the culture, but seeing where Drake, you know, has moved with his music. It really gives you an idea of where we're going forward. Going forward into other stuff that's here, we're having Drake songs like A Piece of Me, which is a really unique, small, just like shortcut song that I think really does a good job of highlighting where Drake's mental space was at during that time. It really gives me sort of like previews vibes, but I could see it being past that time. It just feels very in that period where Drake was literally Nike Tech hoodie, locked in, just not stopping. And I know it's during the Certified Lover Boy time, it just really highlights, you know, that Drake was still in that kind of mode. I know lately he's been on the sangria. He's really, you know, had to take some time out of the spotlight, because, bro, like, it's draining, bro. I can tell, like, it's taken a real hit, because you have to understand, these artists have been dealing with the real world too, bro. It's just magnifying. And so, especially with this social media era, the AI, all these things going on, it makes one really wonder, like, where we're going with things. I saw other tracks like Drake's Yikes, Drake's Young, Rich, and Beautiful. And I even saw him have an OG tape from the Resistance demo, which is insane, bro. It's just crazy. Like, these products are insane. And I ain't gonna lie, seeing Drake light up a spliff, bro, with the long lighter is something I did not know that I needed to see in big 2024, bro. This is amazing, dog. It's just very entertaining, bro. And I feel like, hey, bro, whether it's to the music or real life, Drake finds a way to keep us engaged without having to do some crazy wacky stuff. And no matter what nobody says, I can appreciate that, because we're from an era where these new dudes either want to commit a crime or just go out of their way to really mess someone else's stuff up or troll like crazy. Just the corniest of the corniest stuff to be relevant, bro. So I can appreciate when someone this far in at least finds a way to get attention a little bit different. ClowdyWorld, let me know what you all think about this, bro. It reminds me of that early Wayne type of timing, bro, where he was just dropping stuff on those early websites like Dat Piff and, you know, going crazy in his own way. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the like, blah, blah, blah. How am I gonna say? Let me know y'all thoughts and comments in the like section. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Come on, Cloudy, do better. ClowdyWorld, and we are gone.